As many of you will know, Perth's Northern Suburbs Railway has been extended to Yanchep, and there are currently no more extensions planned for this railway in the near future. One of our members was casually reading the Yanchep Rail Extension project definition plan, published by METRONET, and stumbled upon this. A sentence which proposes a light rail, tramway, or busway system linking Yanchep with two rocks. So in today's video, we'll be discussing what this system could have looked like and whether it is feasible to build today. And if you do enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving the video a like if you haven't already. Let's begin with a bit of context first. Yanchep is a northern coastal suburb within the city of Wanneroo, about 55 kilometres north of Perth, the capital city of Western Australia. And as of 2023, it has a population of almost 13,000 people. Though this population is set to rise dramatically with many new housing estates being constructed in Yanchep. Meanwhile, Two Rocks is also a coastal suburb, about 7 kilometres north of Yanchep, and as of 2023 has a population of about 4,500 people. Similar to Yanchep, its population is also rapidly growing with new housing estates as well. Now that you know a bit of context, let's look at the history of this proposal. This proposal came from the Yanchep Two Rocks District Structure Plan, published in 2010, and it called for the extension of the Joondalup line from the then terminus of Clarkson Railway Station to Yanchep. It then proposed either a light rail, tramway or busway system to connect Yanchep to Two Rocks. And this is as far as the proposal ever got. Well, as you all know, the Joondalup line was actually extended to Yanchep, but nothing has been heard about the proposed rapid transit system. As of the 15th of July 2024, Two Rocks is connected to Yanchep via bus route 498, with buses running every 20 minutes during peak hours. This route, like every other bus route in Yanchep, operates as a feeder service to Yanchep Railway Station. So let's start by looking at a potential route for the tramway first. The tramway would most likely stick to main roads, rather than diverting onto suburban streets like the present Route 498 does. This approach would see trams depart Yanchep Station before heading west to get to Two Rocks Road, which is the main road that connects Two Rocks with Yanchep. Trams would then run along this road through the heart of Two Rocks where they would terminate and head back towards Yanchep. If a traditional tramway is built, like what was once in Perth or Fremantle, then trams would share the road with cars. Trams would have to be designed to operate at the speeds which cars would be travelling along the route to avoid congestion issues. Of course, a simple solution would be to place the tram tracks in the middle of the road, with new lanes being built either side of the tracks, which would limit the amount of on-street running trams would be required to do, speeding up journey times. The trams themselves would probably be much smaller than that of what you see in other tramways in Australia, like Melbourne, which is of course due to the much lower populations of both Yanchep and Two Rocks, and would most likely result in trams being non-articulated single-section trams. To comply with modern accessibility standards, trams would probably feature low floors to minimize the step up onto the tram. Next, we have the light rail option, which would most likely take a different route to that of the tramway or bus route 498, if it were to be ever built. It would probably use one of the existing platforms at Yanchep Station, then head north-west towards Two Rocks. Trams on the light rail would probably complete the journey quicker than buses or the tramway option we previously discussed. This would be due to the fact that there would be only a small number of tram stops between Yanchep and Two Rocks, and trams could reach higher speeds on their own right-of-way, as opposed to operating along roads. This route would have most likely used narrow-gauge tracks, which could have allowed trams to operate further south of Yanchep in a tram-train style, similar to that of the Perth Airport's 2005 light rail proposal, but that's a future video. Trams on the light rail could have been high-floor trams, which would have allowed them to utilise the existing platforms at Yanchep Station. These trams would probably have a higher capacity than those on the previously mentioned tramway option. They could have consisted of two articulated sections, similar to the trams operated by METRONET in Manchester, which also feature high floors for raised platforms. So is it possible to build today? Well, probably not, and is more or less wishful thinking. It would probably be more logical to keep bus route 498 for now, and when Two Rocks is large enough, simply extend the existing suburban railway there. With that being said, it would be pretty cool to see trams running in such a coastal setting, and would make the area pretty unique compared to the rest of Perth. Heritage trams could have been used to add a bit more of a tourist orientation to the service. And with that thought, it brings us to the end of today's video. To stay up to date with our latest light rail proposal videos, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And check out our light rail proposal playlist, full of our videos on Western Australia's light rail and tramway proposals.